Great to have you with us from... Motion from the back. On the option. The option, the keeper. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And you got man-to-man coverage, you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Going to try to get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Ich habe gesehen, dass einer kommt.
Here on second and long. Under fire.
Nein!
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back.
Finde Angst.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Black Knights come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Run it with the fullback. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Offense gets set for second down. Sends it back in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Now the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll send the back in motion. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. On the option.
Oh, was? Was ist das für eine Scheiße?
But they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they need just a little space if they can find it. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they must take care of the football. On the run, it's Wormley.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down,
Meinst du,
two
das ernst
straight
jetzt?
runs. They
Trainer.
stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback.
Could be an alley. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes.
Yeah.
40. Inside the 30. Past the 10.
Touchdown, baby.
Defense to take it in. Touchdown, Black Knights. Here we go. They'll
Na,
try
die
to get
Tigers
something on the board
beißen
here in the
nicht
final
mehr so,
minute of the
ne?
first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going for it all. He's got it down the left. Sprinting away. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Army.
And how big is that for...
Yes.
Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Complete in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. First down for this offense.
Run.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. There'll be no gain on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays.
Das war das.
Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense
keine
gets
zwei.
home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Die Hinterhand
Just a
werfen.
great job defensively,
Yes.
making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage.
And
Ja,
here
was soll
comes
ich
the
denn da
pressure,
machen?
And there he goes down again.
Was soll ich denn da machen? Leute.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but they're
So
willing
schnell.
to take a shot here.
Schnell alles.
Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're backed up, first and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Running inside, it's Wormley. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his
Wo
sleep.
ist die
He's
Mitte noch?
constantly making the right
Na,
decision, so I love it
weiß
here.
nicht.
Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
On the move. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Stop cold by the... Off the play fake on first down. Hit as he throws. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets the first down. How frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a quarterback like that. They finally get him out of bounds. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball. And like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. He might want another play. The give as they work on that clock. Spins away from the defense. Got enough space. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Looking to convert the... Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fullback's got it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd.
Ja, echt, dat niet.
And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Give to the fullback. Stops at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown!
Woohoo!
They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible.